Greetings. How are you this morning, goddesses? Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Inspired Goddess Morning Circle. I am so sorry I'm late. My apologies. But y'all know I'm always late. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. Hi, Nivy. How are you, home girl? Hi, spiritual goddess, Grand Rising. How are you? Welcome. You have your good morning beverage. Hey, Shamika, how are you? Good morning. Oh, she's here. Hi, Minister Ocean Kimmy. How are you? Hello, everyone. Y'all are here. I don't need a lot of people. Just a few work for me. Okay, so we're going to start getting ready. Greetings. I'm Tirra, your goddess guru, your sister friend. And I love helping women align with their life purpose using the power of ancient wisdom and the goddess-centered lifestyle. And this morning we are here. This is the gathering of the goddesses. All the beautiful women in the world are welcome here. We're full of love, full of community, full of care, compassion, power, creativity. You name it, we got it. All right. Positivity all the way. And when you feel a little bit down, we got you. We will support you. You don't have to come in here being all light and love. You don't feel that. So, hey! I'm excited to be here. I can tell y'all, I am so happy to be here. Last night, I was just feeling sort of down. It was a little bit of a rough day yesterday, but in a way, kind of not rough. It was just kind of like an emotionally jarring day. And then I just saw some bad headlines or whatever, and I was just like, Craig, I feel like I'm about to have a heart attack. And then I said, you said you were going to go live every Wednesday. And it's always a good thing when you go live. So here I am, happy to see everybody. What I want to do today, first of all, let me say this. I want to, of course, welcome the G-Hive. I'm like, oh my gosh, the G-Hive is here. Oh, I'm such y'all's fangirl. I am your fangirl, okay? The G-Hive. G stands for goddess, all right? Because we're all things goddess here. So welcome, G-Hive. I want to welcome all the new ladies who are here. So happy that you have come through. Come on in. We're like the cheers of the internet, and it's all girls. Okay. I'll say femmes, just in case I have any of my non-binary fam here. But we all are in a feminine body here. All right. No matter how you identify. So yeah, welcome. And I love talking astrology, doing readings, doing healing work, because it's all about getting women centered in themselves, standing in their power, living their truth, and doing whatever they came here to do, whatever you desire, girl. All right. That's what we all about here. So welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to look at the weekly astrology. I haven't done that video this week, so I said I'll look at the astrology. And actually, instead of doing Metu Neter this week, I am going to look at Mars retrograde with you all. I started thinking about Mars retrograde this morning, and I thought, oh, it's about to end. Whenever Mars is retrograde, I am like, the closer it gets to the end, I'm just like, get here. Will you please just get here? I know Mars is like, you ain't gonna rush me. But I was thinking, this is such an important planet. And when it slows down, it is really making us focus on something. And I want you and me to really look at what has Mars retrograde been about for you? What are the things that you've been focused on since October? because I want you to use the post retrograde period, which is going to last, I think through May. That's how long this retrograde is. It is extremely impactful. I want you to integrate it because I was thinking this morning, I do readings for everybody. And a lot of times I'm not actually as hyper focused and tuned into my own astrology as I am to other people's astrology. And I thought, have I used this retrograde properly? So I just said, hey, we're at the end. Let's look at it. Let's see what we're going to be dealing with moving forward. And I do have the retrograde class inside of my Soul Alchemy membership. So you could always go there. The Jupiter retrograde is there. Venus is coming up. Mercury retrograde is coming up. They're all in my membership because it's like to look at the retrograde one time is not enough. You've got to keep up with it. And it's not like you got to keep up with it every day, but you do want to just kind of revisit it every now and again to make sure that you are really getting the lesson or taking advantage. Like for me, Mars retrograde is kind of good because I'm a water sign. Now, in a way, Mars retrograde is challenging because I'm a Scorpio and Mars rules Scorpio. But as a Pisces, I'm like, this is nice. Even as a Scorpio, it's not yeah, actually as a Scorpio, it's sending me some really good energy. And I'm like, I'm not even taking advantage of it. So let's look and see what is Mars retrograde doing for you, your sun, your moon, your ascendant. And let's go on ahead and take advantage of this, okay? Because yeah, it really does matter. Let me see if there's something else. Oh, and of course, I'm gonna do a reading also. So let's see who is here. Y'all gotta take these off. Boom. 50 plus eyes. I refuse to get bifocals because I feel like all of that messes up like how I can see with my glasses off. But I see clearly now, baby. I see clearly. The goddesses are here. Okay. The goddesses are here. Let me just continue to say good morning. Hey, Jess, good morning. Hi, Sister Lala. So good to see you. Y'all check out Sister Lala. She is a singer. Okay, so as the sisters are saying, we always like to share what are we drinking. This morning, I'm drinking sparkling water. Minister Ocean Kimmy has her cup of Shango, along with Sharmika. Drinking honey cinnamon water. Ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds so Taurus. Oh my gosh. Hi, beautiful, powerful love. How are you, Queen? And okay, I don't know if beautiful, powerful love is still live streaming or something, but y'all check out her channel. She's been doing some energy work, channeling with the ancestors. We have Mystic Storm. Mystic, I'm proud of you. I want you to keep doing what you're doing on your channel. Y'all check out Mystic Storm. She's been making some great posts. She has videos. She has posted on her community tab. Check her out. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Wealth Rising. Hi, Keita May. How are you? Good to see you. Glad that you have been able to catch a live too. Tell my sister I said hello. Let's see here. I love how y'all are just welcoming everybody. So you have strawberry crystal. Yeah, cutting sugar is helpful. I've done it and yeah, it's really, really nice. So thank y'all so much for being here. Oh my goodness. Oh, crystal light. Okay. I was like, ooh, what's strawberry crystal? So y'all, thank y'all for being here. I don't actually have a candle. I'm not gonna get up because I'm already late. So let's just take a few deep breaths. Inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. And just feeling yourself dropping into our circle. I want you to imagine that we're sitting in a circle all together. And Imagine we're holding hands. We're on the ground. I want you to feel yourself being held by Mother Earth, Pachamama, Onile. And I want you to imagine your heart is stitching to the hearts of all the sisters who are here. Just feeling it. Immediately, once I started imagining my heart connecting to all of your hearts, I was like, oh, the world is so good because of women. I love us so much. And we just call in the energy of our ancestral mothers to sit here with us. We send you light, we send you love to your wombs. As we heal our own wombs, we know that your wombs are healed also. We stand for all of our ancestral mothers. We know that we stand on your shoulders, and we also have you standing on our shoulders because we know we need to do our work here to continue to, tap into this feminine wisdom, our feminine power, and to heal the divine feminine in this space-time continuum, this collective. We call in the energy of the ancient mothers of the north, the south, the east, and the west. And we give thanks for you awakening all of us, whether it doesn't matter how conscious and aware we are of this awakening. We do thank you for all that you're doing to help support us women, to help us to wake up, to tap into our power, to remember the ancient wisdom of the goddess. We give thanks for all the many versions of the goddess from time memorial. We ask that you come and sit here and counsel with us also. We just give thanks to you, and we seek your wisdom, and we seek to find you within ourselves. And we call in the energy of the great mother goddess herself. We give thanks to you, great mother goddess, and we know that each one of us is a reflection of you. Although, it feels like we should bow, what you want us to know is that we need to stand. We need to stand before you and with you. You're standing with us, as us, in us, and we just give thanks that you are here with us. And we open ourselves up to all the wisdom that will come through for us and to us and for us today. We call on the energy of Herakahuti Ogun and all of our masculine ancestors, all of the masculine deities to surround and protect us in this virtual sacred circle. Protect us, lead us, guide us, direct us, give us your wisdom too. We honor the divine masculine, and we ask that you stand at the door and guard it as we women work our magic and tap into our wisdom. May the only thing that happened today be for our highest and our greatest good. And we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Oh. And so what I will do is ask you all, let's just go on ahead and stitch in. I'm going to get my candle while we do this because I can't do this without a candle. Stitch in with your name and what are you bringing into circle today. I will say that I am Tirra and I am bringing in love. Let's see here. Just go ahead and stitch in. It's our candle. Let's see here. Bliss is here. Let's see here. Okay. Diamond's here. Grand Rising Queen. How are you? I see you, Jack Daniels Coffee. That is so interesting sounding. Okay. I'm going to take the music down just in case. I don't know how I sound. So, okay. So, yes. Barbara is still going live. She says, blah, 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 blah. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Yep, still going live daily at 3 p.m. Eastern. Today is Ida B. Wells. So y'all go check that out. Greetings. How are you, Bliss? Welcome. I am Ocean Kimmy and I'm stitching in with gratitude. I am Christina and I'm stitching in with joy. Love it. I am Barbara and I am bringing in love, courage, and action. I am Mystic Storm, stitching in with self-validation. I am Jessica, and I am bringing in courage. I am Sharmika, and I'm bringing in rest. Oh, so beautiful. And so for our hashtag Replay Sisters, I would love to see your, what are you coming in with in the comments? I always love it. I do my best to reply to every comment. That's the beauty of having a small channel. You get to know everybody. You can make comments, right? You get to interact with folks. So I'm Keita May, and I'm stitching in with gratitude and insight. Y'all just give me so much joy and hope. So I think I'm going to start off with a reading this morning. I just kind of want to see what are the themes that we'll be focused on. I'm going to go on ahead and use my black tarot deck. My black tarot deck. I really like this deck. I really do. I don't know what it is about it. It just, for me, it feels like Louisiana. I don't know why I think that, but it just feels so Louisiana to me. Okay. And maybe I read something about this deck being from Louisiana. I don't know, but I have family from there. I'm basically from Louisiana. So, okay, y'all, let's see what energy are we working with. What's the energy guiding us today? I feel this card right here popped out. I'm going to place them down and we're going to be all surprised together. Oh, while I'm doing this too, I have a circle coming up. I haven't been doing a good job of advertising. Let me just do this really quickly. I do have a circle. I'm going to do a circle next week. I just told myself I might show up there by myself. Let's see here. What is this? It's my website, Tirra. Go to your website, Tirra. There we go. And it's going to be for the Pisces new moon, February 25th. Is that next Tuesday? It's next Tuesday. But anywho, you can register here. I'll get the graphic up because I didn't create a sales page for it. But yeah, you can register. Just scroll down and you can see it there. And I'll give you more details because I know I'm telling y'all to register and y'all like, I don't even know the time. It'll be 7 p.m. Eastern time on next Tuesday, February 25th. Oh, it's Pisces season. Welcome, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Happy Pisces season. Happy Pisces season to everybody. Shamika says she's coming in with rest. That's Pisces. Pisces is like, we need some rest. Pisces is all about resting and getting away. Okay. So, I don't like this first card. I'm glad I left it down. But let's see what it says. So it's the tarot deck. Everyone who knows tarot, you will know what this card means. Death. I've never pulled this card before. This is I don't use this deck much. I'm learning. This one has a little girl digging, and there's a skeleton behind her. These are snakes going up the side. It's the death card. She's digging in the garden, and the skeleton is behind her. Also, there's moons on here. I don't know if y'all can see the little moons. So let's see what this says. I'm like, I was just bragging about you, Black Tarot, and you had to give me this card. I'm a brat, y'all. I'm a brat. I don't even try to act like I'm not a brat about reading. But let's just see what it has to say. Because the oracle is working for us. It's not trying to work against us. Well, let me put this up here because it helps me to. Okay, so this is the death card, and this is what it says. It has to do with endings, transitions, and one of the key words for it is no. So maybe some of us need to say no to something. Pisces is about endings, and we are definitely in a transitional time. All right. So I want us to really think about what's coming up for us right now. Okay, what's coming up for us right now? Because this is a theme for this morning's circle. A child and a skeleton are in a garden surrounded by greenery, taking care of the plants. Death is linked to fear, the fear of change and transformation. It is time to clear, cleanse, and declutter, allowing for the cycles of demise and rebirth. The death card indicates the need to abandon habits and end attachments. I can dig at that. I can dig that. It is time for rebuilding, purification through deconstruction and shedding. Death is the call to allow for new pathways. It's a little bit more for me to read, but let me just say right here, right now. I've talked about the Odu out of the Ifa tradition called Oyeku. And Oyeku, I always have these little notes that I like pulling up. Oyeku is all about endings. It's the natural ending of things. I think y'all remember me talking about this before. And let me just look at it so that I'm not. Oh, Osa is another one too. I think I'm going to focus on Osa too. But let me stay focused, okay? I don't want to be bringing y'all into my chaotic way of thinking. Let me tell y'all what Oyeku says. First of all, Oyeku says, work with your ancestors of light to receive their wisdom, support, and protection. You may feel blocked, but accept that blockages could indicate safeguards. Okay. Oyeku indicates shedding that which is no longer needed. Transformation and transition based on life cycles may be experienced. You know, it's interesting because Saturn is in Pisces. Saturn is cycles, Pisces is the end. So I want y'all to be thinking about that. Is there a cycle coming to an end for you right now? Okay. Is there a cycle coming to an end? And we know that it's imminent. We have the North Node, Neptune getting ready to end being in Pisces, the last sign of the zodiac. And Saturn is going to do that, end being in Pisces. Now they're going to go back in there, but it's definitely, they're in the last sign of the zodiac, and they're both moving into the first sign of the zodiac. And so we want to start looking at those themes within our own lives. Where do you need to change? What needs shedding? What needs decluttering? We have Oyeku, we have the death card. But this is what I love about Oyeku. It says, Just know that prosperity is yours to be had by working with the natural order of things. Okay. So when you work with the ending, and we're even in the waning moon phase. So it's kind of like, what do we need to release? What do we need to be letting go of before we go into this Pisces new moon? Patience is needed, as it may be that you see an increase over a period of time. Oyeku reminds us that all things return to their source and that nothing lasts forever, and represents that which lies just beyond one's field of vision. So that is something that I have really been thinking about. It's like I can't see everything. Pisces, what does it ask us to do? Have faith in the divine, like complete, utter, total faith. Now, that it doesn't necessarily mean we don't take action. We have to be led, we have to be guided by the universe. Um, I made a video, I'm gonna post it tomorrow about Orsair. I kind of want to do my Metu Neter lessons, not on the live stream, because then I have to cut it out of the live stream and post it. So I'm going to post that video. But one of the things that I was talking about with Orsair is all about being completely and totally connected to the wisdom of the universe. And so I just ask you, are you really tuned in? Because there is something just outside the field of vision for us. But can you trust the wisdom of the universe to carry you, step by step by step? Then there's the omnipotence of the universe that Oyster is always in tune with and in trust in. And the omnipotence is the power. And so, these are the things that we want to be thinking about. I even think too, this death card is so much about shedding so that you can tap more into your own power and just, stay connected to the power source. So that is that. I think I'm gonna stop there. And I'm gonna read just a little bit more. So when the death card is pulled, it is time to consider the following. Do you take time to venerate or connect with your ancestors? Do you regularly check your ego? And do you embrace change in all its forms? So this card is actually doing us a favor because March is almost here. March is almost here. So let me just give y'all a few things you can work with. Flowers are daisy and lily. Lily stands for rebirth. So work with daisies, lilies. Maybe you can even color a daisy or a lily. Go, if you have access to these flowers, bring them into your space. Put the flowers on your ancestral altar. Element for this card is water. I think that's interesting. And the chakra is the third eye. So again, it has to do with endings, change, transformation, transition, spiritual rebirth, new beginnings, letting go, end of one cycle of life for the beginning of another. In yin, these are the things you can be thinking about. Yin is like the negative expression of this card, or the challenging expression. Repeating negative patterns. Is there some negative pattern that you keep repeating? Personal transformation, resistance, fear of beginnings, dependency, inability to move forward, financial crisis, dissatisfaction at work. So, according to this oracle, things you can do to get yourself aligned with this energy: create a list of your fears and then burn it, and then watch the sunset. The affirmation is, I embrace new beginnings and I release all that no longer serves my good. So what's standing out for you all with that? What is standing out for you all with that? Mm. Good. Oh, December, that's good. That's good if you let us circle on December. Uh, Inner child healing for a great transformation is my take. Okay. I could not agree more. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Christina's in the process of ending a toxic friendship. It'll be better. I always say whenever we're ending toxic friendships or relationships in general, what's best for everybody involved. Everybody's going to be better as a result. But let go with grace and ease. Ashe-o. Ashe-o. Okay. Woo. Okay. I kind of like that. I'm a brat about the readings, but man, this is heavy hitting because this is the Tower card. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what the Tower card means. But I know it's in the major arcana. I do know that. So let's see what this means. Let's see what this means. The Tower card. I have a goddess tarot deck, and I know I know everything in that deck, but I don't know how it relates to the regular tarot deck. Okay, so here's the Tower card. Dang. I know Morgan is like, get ready, Ia. If you pull the death and the Tower card, I'm like, oh my God. Traits, destruction, disruption, and again, the word no. So I want us to be thinking about what do we need to say no to? Hmm. Card description. A devastated shoreline is littered with trash. Trees have been destroyed. Our world is in a dire strait without strong protective action in time for healing of ourselves and the planet. It will be impossible for the world to recover. The tower serves as a warning of sudden change and trauma that can come from it. BIPOC communities worldwide have practiced indigenous and traditional ways of living in symmetry with nature and her spirits, existing in harmony with the earth for millennia. White supremacy, the patriarchy, and capitalism, political and economic systems that favor greed and consumption over a tradition of conservation and balance have poisoned our planet. The old way is no longer viable. We can no longer live, eat, and interact without the health and stability of the environment in mind. So it's kind of creepy that this card is truly reflecting. Like we used to say it, but in the United States, it's like you can see this bigger than we've ever seen it before. Um, and one of the things that I have been telling myself is I see why my ancestors out of Nigeria really got into the Orisha. There's so much healing and working with the Orisha, being out in nature because they are forces of nature. And so I see this as a call for us. For me, it's cold outside. I'm not getting ready to be outside too much. But the other day I was driving and I was just taking in all of the natural scenery, the grass, the trees, the sky, any tall hills that I see, just really the animals, like the birds flying or whatever. And I was like, there's power in connecting with the Orisha. So I see this as a call for us to make a commitment. So, is there an Orisha that you would like to be working with right now? Or that you're already working with right now? Or, what is it that you could do to connect with nature? That is a decision I want us all to make um, while we're here in our circle this morning. And, it's a lot of watery energy. It's a lot of watery energy right now. Sun, I'll show you the chart. Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, North Node, Sun, Mercury, Saturn, Neptune, North Node, all in Pisces. And we have, well, Mars here in Cancer. Look at that. At the recording of this video, the moon is trine. We got a grand trine going on. The moon is in Scorpio. That's interesting. So that's a lot of watery energy. So maybe you want to connect with water in some kind of way. Maybe take a bath or go to the ocean, go to a river, Do some type of water therapy, even if it's going to a pool. Or my niece used to go to these things where they submerge you and you are floating or something like that. Um, do something with water. We have a lot going on in water right now. So, whew. Okay, I'm gonna finish. It says, when the Tower card is pulled, it's time to consider the following. Do you view your dollar as a vote toward the world you believe in? And in my mind, this is one of the best ways for us to take a stand. It's a very easy way um, to, yeah, it's a very easy way to be an activist. Are you experiencing a breakthrough or a breakdown? Now, breakthroughs is something I think a lot of us might be on the verge of, but maybe you are feeling a breakdown. Maybe you are. Can you see beyond your ivory tower? Damn. So yeah, very, very interesting. So you want to work with your solar plexus and your root chakras. All right. I tell you what, we're going to do a little bit of a chakra connection in a minute. This one has to do with upheaval, emotional strife, sudden change, revelation, chaos, disaster, unhealthy relationships, emptiness and loneliness, negative or hostile environment, failure, bankruptcy, vulnerability to disease, divorce, tragedy. Sheesh. Other things it stands for in yin: fear of change, personal transformation, avoiding loss, delaying the inevitable, warnings of serious illness, averting disaster. Interesting. Yesterday I was thinking, are these oracles just giving me all these positive readings and because they're super positive? Like, are the oracles am I like kind of like lying to myself? Because I've just been getting such in a big way, some great readings. And I guess the oracle was like, "Well, I can bring you some strength too." So I'm like, "Okay." Wow. Um, so yeah, y'all, and I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday I was like, I've got to pull back from my advocacy work because I feel like I'm on the verge of a heart attack. I got to slow down. So I'm taking this seriously. Eh, So to align, this is a good realign with your purpose. And that's what I did yesterday. Spirit. Y'all know I did it, Spirit, because you saw me. Also, walk at night. Hmm. Interesting. So that's one of the ways to get yourself channeling this energy, or two of the ways to get this channeling this energy. I also think embracing change, surrender. Y'all, these cards are Oya. I mean, like, no question, working with the goddess Oya or the crone face of the goddess. I don't know which one y'all want to work with. Working with the crone face of the goddess, working with um the terrible goddess like Kalima, Pele, Sekhmet. These are the goddesses that we need to tap within. Okay, with grace and ease, right, Kita May? With grace and ease. Okay, affirmation: I am safe and divinely protected through all the challenges I face. I am safe and divinely protected through all the challenges I face, or throughout all challenges I face. Woo, okay. Last one. Four of baskets. Baskets, I do know, is the water arcana. Baskets is the water arcana. Let me see, what did y'all say? See, I told you. I said somebody's gonna know what this card is. You wanted to talk about Mars, death, and tower are ruled by Scorpio, a.k.a. Mystic Storm. You should have said, Ia, don't do it. My oracle was like, dialing it up. You want Mars, baby? Let's go. Yes, the Orisha, our ancestors knew. They really did, Sharmika. Like, mm, I don't even have words. Hey, Nivi, how are you? Welcome home, girl. Sensory deprivation. Oh, that's it. Float tanks are the best. If you haven't tried, please put it on your to-do list, ladies. I haven't tried it, so I need to do that. Yeah, me too. Yeah, my niece was telling me about these float tanks, so I'm gonna have to do that. Woo, let me. I tell y'all what, before this last card, let's just do a little bit of energy work. So we're gonna start off with taking a few deep breaths. If you want to, you can put your one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb space. Let's take a few deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more. So what I want you to do is just take your hand to your forehead and swipe it over the top of your head. Let's do it 10 times. 1, and go down the neck of your neck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. I need to lift this up. So we're gonna balance our chakras. And I'm gonna put my glasses on and see how I look. Okay. So what I want you to do is we're going to connect our navel chakra to the earth using a infinity symbol, but it's going to be like a figure 8, okay? And it looks like this. Take your hand and you bring it down, up, around, over and around, okay? Like this. Alrighty, and the next thing that we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this down because then it'll help me. Okay, is we're gonna connect our navel chakra to our heart chakra using that figure 8. Looks like this. Bring it down, up, or over the top, and back down, making that figure 8. And now we're gonna connect our heart chakra to our third eye. Let's do that. Same thing, using that figure 8. Down. Woo. And now we're gonna connect our third eye to the energy of the cosmos. And so you just bring it up over your head like this. And I want you to take your hands up over your head like this and bring them down, and you're creating an energetic bubble around you. Okay, nothing but love can come in. Love, nothing but love will leave. And I want you to imagine that there's a cord extending from your spinal column down into Mother Earth. I want you just to take this energetic cord and take it all the way down into Mother Earth. And I want you to imagine that anything that no longer serves you is leaving out through that cord down into Mother Earth. Okay. Release and let go and let Mother Earth hold it for you. She will do that for us. She will do that for us. Release and let go down into that cord. Everything that's no longer serving you down into Mother Earth. Now I want you to take that, imagine that cord extending from your spinal column is going all the way down through all the different levels of the earth. And you see it get right to the point before it gets to the the middle part of the earth. all where all that energy is. And I want you to imagine that all of the energy is coming up from that core. That's the word I was looking for. The core is coming up from the core into that spinal column, coming all the way through the spinal column, and it's coming out through the top of your head. And it's also creating a bubble of energy around you. Taking a deep breath in, exhale. So hopefully that is helping to get our chakras aligned a little bit. All righty. Whew, that feels better. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I guess I'm ready for this last card, y'all. So, whoo, okay. 4 baskets. I don't know what the baskets are. It's a minor arcana, the water. So, for everybody that knows tarot, whenever I do this, I'm like, I know all the tarot people are probably laughing whenever I pull something that's kind of like not good here. Maybe I shouldn't say not good, but challenging here. Interesting. This one is it aligns quite a bit with what we're working on, reevaluation and contemplation. And so you see a woman, she pauses to look in the mirror. She is feeling stuck. She looks away from the baskets, uninterested. She doesn't see the new growth in the plants on the wall, a sign of potential opportunity. She only has to look around and see it. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see those little plants. I know it might be a little hard. The 4 baskets represents the need to ground ourselves, reflect, and make a new choice. It is time to rekindle your imagination and curiosity. So I'll say this now. Pisces is for sure the imagination. And then we have Jupiter in the sign of curiosity, Gemini. So, and Gemini rules Pisces. So, like, this is so on point. Rekindle your imagination and curiosity. The mirror is an ask that you look not only externally, but also internally. Where are your stress and struggles resonating from? Dwelling in the past or obsessing about the future steals you of the present. Wow. Previous hardships and heartbreak are distractions may be preventing you from seeing blessings and miracles. Previous hardships and heartbreak or distractions may be preventing you from seeing blessings and miracles. So step away from the cycles of worry and fear as they lessen your ability to receive. This card is a call to shift your focus to what is working and to open yourself up for more good to come. So, additional things to think about. This is what you may be seeing: refusal to fall in love again or take another chance of being hurt, news about a situation that has already developed, a time of stability when you can begin to establish a relationship with yourself. That's the ultimate relationship. Other things to think about is stands for realignment, withdrawal, depression, and rejection of help. So, what needs to happen to align yourself? Say yes to others who are offering to lend a hand. And I know that is something that a lot of us struggle with. So, I guess y'all are right. This was kind of preparing us for talking about Mars, right? Um, Thank you, Tarot Queen. You inspired me. Thank you. Okay, so let's look at the astrology for the week. Woo, that was heavy hitting right there. Oh my gosh. Whoo. Let me take a sip. I need some water. Okay. There we go. I'm like, what do I need to do right now? Okay, so We have here, uh, hmm, okay. So we have a lot of shifts happening. So that's interesting. We have a lot of shifts. Um, Sun went into Pisces, so that's exciting. I love the sun in Pisces because that's my birthday season. Um, it's just gonna really amplify the energy of Pisces and in the positive. Pisces is definitely like this healing sign. It raises the intuition. It helps us to really tap into spirituality and creativity. It is absolutely a great time for if there's some type of healing work that you need to do. Now, I think about this baskets card asking us to heal from the inside out. That is Pisces, because Pisces is the subconscious mind. And the more you work with your subconscious mind, um, you'll see it's like a bestie, and it can help you overcome so many things that you kind of felt like, I don't think I can do this, right? Well, when you work with the subconscious mind, it because everything is there. The subconscious mind has a perfect memory. It remembers everything, whether you do or not, because remember, it's not about the conscious mind, it's about the subconscious mind. And that's why there's healing in Pisces, because Pisces represents the unseen. It is the unconscious, it is the subconscious. And so, you know, do we what is it that is hidden that we can bring healing to? And the sun being there, it will illuminate it. The sun is wisdom. It will bring a lot of, you know, it's like enlightenment to help you to understand what is it that you need to do to heal. Or it'll bring enlightenment in terms of like spirituality, creativity. Um, let's see here. Pisces is about having boundaries, so it could be highlighting something around your boundaries. It is so going more into the negative part of Pisces, it's about addictions and delusions. And so the sun being there, it's kind of like, I need y'all to wake up to these lies. Pisces is a sign that can be associated with lying, because it's about illusions, and the positive is illusions and the negative is lies. So it could be illuminating something around lies and um addictions, the need for, let me see here, what else I want to say. Lack of boundaries. I've said all of that. Anywho, I'm sure more things will come to me as I keep talking, but these are the things that we want to be focused on with the sun in Pisces. Oh, relaxation. But we want to do it in a way that is beneficial, because it's all about getting away. Right? It's like, I need to take a break. This is Pisces. So the negative way of taking the break is through addictions. And maybe that's what some of us need to release and let go of. Pisces is one of these signs that has to do with liberation. You get freed up from something. It is truly a sign that could have to do with, you know, death, letting something go. It's the sign right before we get reborn again, right? The North Node is with Neptune right now. And I think that the veil is thin. It doesn't feel thin for me because I have Saturn so close to my sun right now. So Saturn has things, Saturn can kind of block things or whatever. But for other people, the veil may feel very thin right now. This communing with spirit. The other thing about Pisces is it's the sign of compassion. You just have to have compassion with boundaries, because Pisces wants to save everything and everybody. It's like all is one love. I want you to open yourselves up to a miracle during this time. I believe that we literally can have miracles. Well, miracles happen every day. You're awake and you're breathing. You are a living, breathing, walking miracle, right? And there could be some extra miracles coming through. I think that this is a time of renewal, especially with Mars being in Cancer, interacting in a positive way with all the planets that are in Pisces right now. That is very, very helpful. Uh, Intuition, just amazing. All right. So I want y'all to really embrace this Pisces season, even though on one hand, oh, I got it back. So I think that our trust in spirit is being asked for more than ever. Yeah. Trusting in the divine, what by whatever name you call it, is being asked for more than ever. So yeah, this is a time for us to just really embrace this Pisces time. I'm gonna just keep saying this for a minute, like a year. Y'all will get tired of me saying it, but it's so important for you to check and triple check. Like, don't be clicking on a whole bunch of links. If somebody sends you an email, because they're getting so savvy, thanks to Chat GPT probably, with writing these emails that look so real. You have a package that's on the way, or you need to update this. But when you look at the email, it's just somebody with a Gmail account or whatever. It's just a fake account. Or if somebody is on the street trying to get you to buy something, if something sounds too good to be true, have somebody you can contact to just be like, "Hey, I want you to look at this and tell me what you think." There's going to be, with Neptune going into Aries, it's going to be a lot of false prophets showing up, but I'm sure they're already here. A lot of people showing up, and people will be fixated and enthralled, but not you. Not you. I want you to make a commitment this Pisces season that you will be led, guided, and directed by spirit. And you can, I believe in doing this. You can ask spirit, if I'm really supposed to do this, I need a sign. And you can tell spirit, I need this kind of sign. And I don't all the time make it super specific, but I'll say something like, if I'm supposed to do this, I need a sign that it will be like, I cannot deny. And then I might ask for another 2 or 3. I don't have a problem with that, because I think spirit is like, whatever you need, boo, I got you. If you need some support, I got you. Because spirit knows I'm gonna take the action if I'm really supposed to. And there are times when nothing comes through. And I'm like, all right, I ain't doing nothing. Spirit ain't spoke to me yet. It felt like it did initially, but it's like, nah, nah. Or then I'll start seeing all these signs that are coming through. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. Right. So I just want y'all to make that commitment. Scamming is gonna be at an all-time high. Scam artists, false prophets, false teachers, those kinds of things. Okay. Now, let me see. I see some comments. Uh, just got a text about a package this morning. The other day, I was shocked at myself that I saw something come through about, I don't remember what account it was. Maybe it was my Shopify account. And I thought, that's weird that it's coming to this particular email. So my thing is, never click in that email. Don't click in the email. Go to the website yourself, open it up. If there's something you're supposed to do, trust me, they have put a notification inside of there that will let you know. And sure enough, I was like, I don't even know how I fell for that, but it looked so real. It looked so real. So yeah, put the brakes on, pump the brakes. You don't have to do anything today. Nothing, not one thing. And for the false prophets out there, test them, challenge them, because the false prophets will never want you to do that. They hate people pushing back against them. Be wary of people whose community that surrounds them. They're super fans. Be wary of the super fans who will dog you out if you say anything negative about their dear leader. And it might be a lot of men. I'm just being 100 with y'all, because Neptune is going into Aries. But, I feel like scams have been exposed quite a bit. They might be exposed even more, but I just think it's gonna be harder. We have the everybody on the internet. We have Chat GPT, which is helping people or other, programs like that. This helping people get better at posing, but we are not falling for it. We're just not gonna do it. Top not scamming. That's it's huge right now, okay? So we're on it. We're on it as a community. Mercury is invisible. Excuse me, no, Mercury is visible today. Woohoo! Woohoo! Mercury spends a lot of time invisible because it's always close to the sun. I think it's no more than like 20 something degrees away from the sun ever. So Mercury is far enough away from the sun that it is now visible. I think that Mercury being visible, first of all, congratulations to all the Geminis and the Virgos. That may give you, you may feel more like yourself. It's just, you always do, but it's like energy for you, okay? Because your planet, you can see it in the sky right now. Um, and let's see here. Mercury is the mind, mindset, communication, speaking, travel to and fro. I pray that this will help with all of the things that have been going on in the air. Mercury coming visible. Maybe we'll get people back into the aviation, community, working or whatever, that kind of thing. I think Pluto and uh, Aquarius has a little bit to do with some of this flight stuff going on too. I'm like, this is weird. This is crazy. But Mercury, it is about traveling. So maybe it being visible is going to help with that. I just think that Mercury being visible also can help us be more creative, like have some creative ideas, creative solutions, because Mercury's in Pisces right now. Get some mental healing. Like if you are mentally worn down, you don't feel well mentally, it can help you with that. And it also can help spiritually. Maybe your mind will be more on spiritual things. All of these things that we've talked about, Pisces, maybe the messaging that we have coming in, because Mercury's going to go into Aries and then it's going to be all this arguing. Now, Mercury and Pisces, we might be dealing with lies, okay? But with it being visible, let me give the positives because I really do think it's going to help us. So Mercury being in Pisces, some healing communication, loving, compassionate communication. Get that meditation in there. I think if you have a meditation practice, this will make it just amazing until it goes visible. Okay, so on the 20th, we have Mercury square Jupiter, which is where I do have to kind of go into this lies. So today, tomorrow, the 21st of February, definitely something around communication, like clashing in communication. These are the two signs that I associate with untruths. Just one, I mean, I'm a Pisces, my son is a Gemini. I love both signs, right? I'm not saying these people are that way, but these signs can be very deceiving. So maybe there's like some clashing with Mercury being visible. It might be kind of like we're clashing because it's like, no, I'm peeping your game, right? But also, Jupiter is about purpose. And so some of this might be you're kind of feeling like you're being pushed more to align with your purpose, or it's also about perspective. And so maybe it's kind of like something kind of pushes you to have a new fresh perspective, and it probably will be something that you read or something that you hear that is helping you to see you need to see things in a different way. You need to have a little bit more compassion. Maybe there's some conversation you need to have with somebody, with Mercury and squaring Jupiter. Just be safe and travel. Be safe and travel. You know, just if you have to be out and about, don't be distracted while driving. Make sure you are fully focused on driving. We don't need no distracted driving. Okay. Um, yeah. I will say that you can use this also if you need to get a message out, like communicate, social media, business marketing, that kind of thing. It would be really, really good with this. And also, it's like ideas. It might be that you're getting a lot of ideas, but you want to take that time and put them on paper because it might be too many. Like all these creative ideas flowing, and somebody might make you mad. And then, it's like it gets you charged up. Sometimes when we get mad, you get charged up or you get frustrated, and it just has that energy flowing. And then the next thing you know, you come up with all these ingenious ideas. But yeah, make sure you have a high dose of compassion. So also, Saturn is invisible. Saturn is invisible. So when I saw that, it was like last week I was looking at it, I was like, why Saturn? So Jupiter became visible at the top of this month. No, not visible. Sorry. Let me just end that. So Jupiter went direct. Whenever a planet is retrograde, its energy is weaker. So the reason I'm saying that is Jupiter went direct, and to me, its energy came online. It's one of the reasons why we're hearing how the courts in the United States are like they clutch right now. They are making all the difference. And then we have Mars retrograde. It's going to go direct here on. It says the 23rd, so I'll take that. I don't know why I've been saying the 24th. Let me see what it says on my little thing right here. Mars goes direct. Oh, on the 23rd. Hallelujah. It's at 9 p.m., but I'm taking it. So on the 23rd, I think I've been telling people if you need to do something after Mars goes direct, do it on the 24th. So it goes direct on the 23rd. And that means its energy is coming back online. Mars has just been like chilling. People have been saying, oh, people in the United States, they're not in the streets. And I'm like, that's because Mars is the activist planet. We're not in the streets. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of like its energy is withdrawn. Mars is like a battery. And so it's like the battery pack it's withdrawn. Our battery hasn't been there. Our passion, our drive, it's just not there. What's going to come back online? Well, Saturn going invisible. That means the sun is getting close to Saturn. That's why it's going invisible. And so when Saturn goes invisible, all the things that it represents pulls back. Rules, structure, um, hard work, and the willingness to really just kind of like do things no matter what. It's also a planet that has to do with cycles and government and tradition, old people. So it's going invisible, and its energy is just not going to be strong. It's like I need to take a break. I've been going direct since what was that, like October, November is when Saturn started going direct. So its energy is going to be withdrawn. Um, and so when a planet is invisible or retrograde, the work becomes more internal. And so Saturn going invisible, it's kind of like your own inner Saturn. What do you need to do? How can you have more boundaries? Or, in the Metu Neter, it is the energy of Sekart. And Sekart has to do with personal power. So maybe you're going to be looking at issues around personal power and where you need to stand more in your power. In the Sekar energy that is also the same as Saturn is about chanting. So I want y'all to chant more, turn on chants if you don't want to be doing all the chanting all the time, but you can just turn it on, mantra chanting, because it opens up your internal power. It is all about structure and boundaries. So how is that coming up for you? Now, Saturn is going invisible inside of Pisces. So I'm sure there's something in, you know what? It's also blocks. So I'm sure there's something inside of all of us that we can be working on releasing. We've been getting this message around releasing. So I'm sure there's something in all of us that we can be releasing with this Saturn going invisible. Saturn is also about success, and maybe we'll be thinking about what is success for me and what is it that I need to do to be successful. Maybe there's something you've been working on and you're like, I just haven't had the success that I've wanted. And so invisible Saturn can help you to do that. I think that, this Get Real Oracle reading that we got today is something that we need to really be thinking about. We need to lean deep into the wisdom of Oyeku, the Death card, the Tower card, and even the message of Pisces, which is trusting in the divine. We can see so much happening because Saturn is a planet that has to do with society. And so with it going invisible at a time where this restructuring, this great restructuring is happening, it can seem very dramatic. So we were born for such a time as this, Queen Esther. So yeah, not a whole lot happening the week of the 16th through the 22nd in terms of transits or planetary interactions. But you can see here on the 23rd, woohoo, Mars goes direct. So our battery pack is coming back online. Drive, determination, passion, courage. Just really this driven energy is coming back online, and it's coming back online inside of this blah 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 inside of blah, 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 Cancer. Let me take a sip of water, Queens. Okay, so it's coming back online inside of Cancer. So Cancer is a sign that has to do with home, family, emotions, and ancestors. So we've just been getting quite a bit about the ancestors. So definitely refreshing your practice with your ancestors, deepen it, um, get back to it if you got away from it, start it if you hadn't been doing it. You can do it in your own way. I'm very Ifa-esque. I follow the traditions of out of Nigeria, but there's no one way to work with the ancestors. Oh, watch ancestral movies like Moana and Mulan. Is there another one out there that you know that highlights the ancestors? Maybe it's not a children's movie, but that's a way to kind of channel the ancestors also. They definitely could be coming to you through your intuition. Let's see here. Now, Cancer is this emotional sign. So we could be feeling extra emotional, but maybe it's going to be more like beneficial. One of my coaches said yesterday on a call, she's been crying here lately a lot more than she usually does. And she was like, and it just feels so good. It feels so right. So I want y'all to be thinking about that. Maybe you're going to have some emotional uh, bubble. It's going to bubble up. And it's not necessarily, doesn't have to be negative. Mars can make it negative. It can make it over the top to a certain degree. But maybe it's just going to feel like I really needed this, right? Because maybe with Mars being retrograde, it's just been all this emotion, but no one is letting it out. Okay. Or some of us are not letting it out. Um, so family, home, ancestors. What does this have to do with you? How can you be looking at this? Now, let me tell you what house this is going to be in. Now, if you're in Aries, it is happening in exactly how I said it. It can have you focusing, sometimes it's like history. Maybe some of the Aries out there have really been into history and or studying your family genealogy. Let me do this. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Bonjour, Diza. Bella. Let me pull up the signs. Okay. Mhm. Absolutely be safe while traveling because something is not clean in the buttermilk right now. I heard that. Oh, hey, Jasmina, how are you? I'm gonna get back to you. We can go live on Friday. Jasmina is one of my astrology classmates, and she has a great channel. I've been watching her videos here lately. Welcome. Yes, we got to work on that. We got to work on. Still learning is here. How are you? Good to see you. Yes, sister. Yes. Okay. So for Aries, Mars. Oh, Mars is your planet, Aries. I love that. Mars is your planet, and you and Scorpio will be so happy because we don't, especially Aries. Y'all don't like being slowed down, right? And it's in this emotional sign too. So y'all will be very happy with that planet moving forward. And it is about you, it's more of this internal work that needs to be done. Something is changing for you on the home front, on that horizon, because this is a house for Aries that is all about new beginnings in some kind of way. I also think that this can change fundamentally you at your core, because the fourth house is at the bottom of the chart, and it's like what we stand on. It's the foundation of our lives. Maybe there is some ancestral something that you need to get a breakthrough around. Okay, so I love that for you, Aries, that your planet is moving direct, and it's bringing about some big shift. I don't know if you're moving, if you're upgrading your home. Maybe, the family dynamic is changing. I remember when I had a lot going on in my fourth house, it was during the time that my children were growing up and moving out. Okay. So that's what I have for Aries. Let's see here. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so next is Taurus. Now, for you, Taurus, Aries is the 12th house. I've been talking about Pisces today and just all of what Pisces means, like healing, intuition, spirituality, rest. And I do this for sun, moon, and ascendant. So it doesn't matter which one you are, Taurus. Just this is for you. Um, so all of those topics could be things that you need to focus on. And me being a Taurus moon, I'm like, wow, the rest thing is key for me. You know what? Let me tell you something. Maybe Taurus, you can't even really sleep at night because I have been staying up ridiculously late here lately. Now I do have Pluto. It's interacting with my Mars right now. So that might be having me up too. But yeah, Aries might be struggling with, Taurus might be struggling with sleeping, or you're kind of like, how do I get better sleep? I, that is definitely something that I think would be important to focus on, because that's going to bring more health. Where do we get our healing and our sleep? Okay. It could be helping you to be very creative. Maybe you felt blocked, and you've just been doing some internal work. And now with Mars going direct, you're going to actually be able to move forward. My son is a Taurus rising, and he's putting together his senior art show. And, he's kind of like, oh, it's like I thought I would be further along. So maybe with Taurus moving forward in his 12th house, he's just going to be on the go. If there's something in that subconscious mind that we've been talking about, Taurus, where you need to be brave, because Mars is like, hey, I need you to be brave, and I need you to take some action. And it might be something around, what is it that needs to shift and change in this inner landscape? You holding on to something, or you have some stuck emotion. Something in you is um it's like a wounding that could be there, or some conditioning that limits you. This could help you to have that courage to just be like, I'm doing this no matter what. There needs to be an emphasis on compassion, and especially self-compassion. All right. Okay. So I'm going to move on to Gemini. So, Gemini, I love this for you. This is the 11th house. And the 11th house is actually a house that has to do with good fortune. If you have felt, Gemini, like things aren't actually working in your favor, it looks like maybe it could work in your favor, you're not quite sure. Maybe with Mars going forward, you'll start seeing some forward movement around things working in your favor. This is about goals on the one hand. So it's like maybe you have that clarity that you need around what is it that you want to be focused on. It's about progress. You may have been feeling like I'm not making any progress, and now you're going to feel like, oh, okay, finally I feel like I'm making some progress. It's about being gainful. So topics around making money could be coming up for you. And, it may feel like, hey, I'm not feeling gainful. But with this Mars going direct, you'll start seeing the path forward around being gainful. And, you also have Gemini for you, Pisces is in the 10th house. So we got a lot going on there. I think Gemini, this could support you with being gainful and having some up level in career. Okay. So this is this is nice. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm going in the wrong direction, y'all. I need to go back to Taurus. Sorry. I'm talking about Aries. That was all Aries. That was all Aries. I'm at the wrong thing. Okay. Because it just hit me like, no, I'm looking, this is not right. Okay. I'm back to Taurus. What everything that I said is true when we're looking at Aries. I was looking at your Aries houses. Glad I caught myself on this. Okay. So for Taurus, it's in a way, it's kind of similar because it's Cancer is your third house. It has to do with the mind. So everything that I talked about with Mercury in the mind, um, this is something that could be important for you. You're like, mentally, I need to do something about this mind. Maybe you felt a little bit dull. You felt a little bit like you don't have a lot of ideas. You don't feel super creative. And then Mercury is going to come through Taurus and Mars going direct is going to come through and help you to really make some progress. I'm going to take this up a little bit. Um, so yes, this actually can help you socially, Taurus. It can help you socially. It can also help you be more gainful. You can make some money with this, with Mars starting to move forward, and especially the way it's interacting with those planets in Pisces. You can absolutely become gainful. I know I was talking about Gemini, but this applies to you with all those planets over in Pisces. So, um, definitely social, definitely, it's something around relationships could be coming up for you, and creativity, ideas, writing, communication, social media. If any of those are important to you, Taurus, this can really help you. But more than anything, it can help you with the mindset. So use some affirmations. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Yeah. I am so happy I caught myself. It's because I decided to look at Pisces and I'm like, this is not right. This is not right. Okay, back to Gemini. So actually, I wasn't fully off because Cancer is your house that has to do with making money, Gemini. Okay. And honestly, Mars does rule Aries, which is your house that has to do with gainful and goals, and um it's a relationship house. So I wasn't off. I wasn't off. So Mars going direct in Cancer in your second house, it could definitely help you with money, finances. It can help you maybe you need to be more brave and believe in yourself and love yourself and have more confidence in yourself. Stop beating yourself up, Gemini. If that's what you're doing, don't beat yourself up. I want you to take a stand for yourself. And I also want you to take care of yourself. If you have an issue with uh, emotional eating, this can help you move past that. Okay, this can help you move past that. But this could definitely help you in your career. It can help you to make more money in your career. It can help you to just take it. Maybe having more self-worth and value is going to help you up level in your career in some kind of way. It might be some focus on stuff. Maybe some of the Geminis need to declutter and release and purge and let go of your stuff, or maybe you need to upgrade to some stuff you wanted to buy and now you're like, okay, I'm going to go on ahead and buy these new things. But maybe it's going to be after you purge a little bit. Okay, so next is Cancer. Okay, so for Cancer, this is happening in your first house. And so Cancer, you've been doing a lot of soul searching. You've been really um thinking a lot about your life in the direction that you want to go in. And maybe with the retrograde, Mars retrograde in your sign, you've just been doing all of this thinking about what is it that you need to do to move forward. And then once Mars starts moving forward, you're going to be like, okay, I came up with a plan, I have clarity, and now it's time for me to move forward. If anybody needs to be courageous, it is the Cancerians. Cancerians, you're a little fierce. You're a little fierce. People think Cancerians are weak, but it's like mama bear energy. Remember, Cancer's animal is the crab. They will pinch you. They will fight. They will protect the home front. All right. So for you, Cancer, I just see that you're gonna be like, let's go. You know, maybe you want to work with Athena. I love this notion of Athena. She kind of embodies Mars in Cancer as I see it. I don't, in my oracle deck, I don't know which one she is, but I know Athena is like this warrioress, but she also has to do with creativity and food and different things like that. Also, Cancerians, if you haven't been taking care of yourself, maybe you've been very sick since October. Maybe you've experienced more illness than you typically do. This is going to help you to be able to really reclaim your health, your well-being. Maybe it's kind of like you needed to see this path forward on how to take care of yourself. Okay, that's what I have to say for Cancer. Okay, Leo, um, this is your 12th house. So everything I said to Taurus earlier, this would be you struggling with sleeping, or, you know, maybe your dreams are overactive because Mars is the planet that really makes the brain, or it makes things kind of speed up, even with it being retrograde. But it's just been in this house so long that is all about um sleeping. So something around sleeping, but maybe you need to learn how to sleep better, Leo. Maybe you've been like, okay, maybe I need to change my pillow or turn off all technology before I go to bed. It's like a lot around how do I get better sleep? It's about creativity and spirituality, all the things that I've been talking about with Pisces, going into that subconscious mind, getting that subconscious mind all healed up. These are things that um, Leos might be focused on. Now, Leo, you are a very creative sign. So it could be that with Mars being there in your 12th house for so long, you have been ultra creative. And now, instead of just kind of like downloading it, you are, with it moving direct, you'll be able to take some action around all of that creativity. And yeah, do the healing work, Leo. You need to get healed up and get that breakthrough in that subconscious mind. Okay. All right. Next is Virgo. So Cancer for Virgo is the 11th house. So everything I said to Gemini, one of your sibling sign, applies to you, Virgo. And I'm happy for you because Virgos have it hard. That's a hard sign to be born under. And this house has to do with good fortune and being gainful, making progress. And to a certain degree, maybe during this retrograde, you were working on some goal that that you wanted to achieve. You hadn't achieved it yet. And you're going to find moving forward, Mars moving forward in your 11th house has you like, okay, it's like really getting closer and closer to manifesting. So I'm excited for you, Leo. And it also is a social house. So this could have something to do with your friends. The Pisces for you is about relationships. So I can imagine Mars retrograde was bringing up quite a bit around friendships, and maybe there's going to be a blessing that eventually comes. Even if there's been a challenge there, Cancer, some blessing will come your way as Mars moves direct because it's interacting so wonderfully with the planets in Pisces. So open yourself up, Virgo, to, yeah, good fortune, making more money, good luck, making progress, having that clarity around your goals and any progress that needs to be made. Okay, Libra, you're one of the signs that where Mars in your 10th house could be life changing. There could be something happening that, like, you were really pensive and doing a lot of work around, like, what do I really want to be focused on with my career? Or maybe there's been a project you've been just in, like, I want to say, like, in the lab working on it, hyper focused on it, that kind of thing. Um, and with Mars moving direct, it's like you're going to be taking more action around whatever this is. And I think for you, there is some level of bravery that is needed around career. You've got to be brave. You've got to be courageous. What is it that is needed? And maybe some of it is for you to rise up and be who you came here to be in your profession, Libra. And Mars also is the sign that has to do with number one, and Libra is two. Libra always wants to be collaborating. Maybe there's something in your career where it's like you need to focus a little bit more on yourself. You need to put you first in your career. It also could be you've not told people something about yourself, like, what do you wanna be known for? And you've just been pondering on it and toying around with it with this Mars retrograde, and now with Mars going direct, you're like, "Hey, everybody, I want y'all to know I'm a real estate agent now," or maybe some of y'all will be like, "Hey, I'm married now," or "I'm divorcing now." That could be something that's coming up for some of the women. And then also, maybe it's like, I'm dancing now and come to my recital. I don't know what it is, but you're going to be known for something new. Or maybe you had started it, but you didn't finish it. And now it's like, hey, I'm back, y'all. I'm not a Libra, but it's kind of like my dance experience at one point. I was like, I don't want to be known as a dancer. And I just stopped teaching dance. And here lately, I'm coming back like, nah, I'm back. So it could be something sort of like that. You're back. Okay. Okay. I'm going to just pause for a moment and see. Y'all are very misunderstood. Minister Ocean Kimmy is a Virgo. Been having very intense dreams. Yes. Yes, Diza. Yeah. I don't know if I've had intense dreams lately. Again, I have Saturn and Pisces close to my sun. Um, but I can tell you the sleep is a struggle. Okay, Scorpio. Let's do Scorpio. Okay. So Scorpio, this is happening in your ninth house. And I love this for you, Scorpio. Okay, so let me focus because I was like, I have not been paying attention to my own astrology. So this is mine. So the ninth house is a house of growth and expansion and like having perspective. It's about other cultures and traveling abroad. It's about being masterful, learning something on a higher level, teaching something on a higher level, being that master teacher. Is also about what is your philosophy? How do you see the world? Um, it can have to do with the paradigm also. And it's also about publishing, and it's about, what's the other thing that I'm looking for? Publicity, publishing a book or publicity. So Scorpios, if any of those topics have been on your mind and you've been kind of focused on them, then, with Mars moving direct, maybe now you have focus. Like, okay, I was a little bit fuzzy before. Now I have this clarity of like the direction. Cause when you look at Mars, it has that arrow on there and it's pointing in the direction. It's like think of a hunter with the bow and arrow. It's pointing in the direction of the target, right? So now maybe you have that target and and you'll know what you need to teach. You'll know what you need to learn. You have an understanding of like what culture are you going to be connecting with that's outside of your own culture, or maybe you're going to teach about your culture, but more in a more masterful way. And maybe you have more clarity around your book or what publicity needs to look like for you. Also, your world paradigm and your philosophy. It's interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. Here lately, I've been listening to philosophers from ancient times. I listen to all these videos about Stoicism. Interesting. So these are things that you have been focused on, and now moving forward, you can have clarity around them and feel like, okay, oh, purpose, meaning. You can have a better understanding of what your purpose is, the meaning of life, the meaning of what you're doing. Maybe there's some people you need to forgive, and also stepping deeper into gratitude. Okay, moving forward. So I don't just take up so much time there. Sagittarius, this is happening. Mars moving direct in Cancer is happening in your 8th house. So, Kita May, are you a Sagittarius? Because her comments today have been very, very Sagittarius 8th house Cancer with Mars there. Um, This is a house that has to do with deep healing. It has to do with wounding. So, Sagittarius, if you have any of that there, you could definitely be getting you've been focused on that and you can get a breakthrough around it. You can make some forward movement, especially now that it's moving forward. Mars is moving forward. You may have been feeling sort of like you're stuck in that energy where you need some healing. I'm trying to see. Yeah, something around family, because Pisces is the house that has to do with family for you. So maybe it's some healing that you've been doing around familial topics. And so with Mars moving direct, it's like, okay, now I have my path forward around being healed up, and you can take action on that, or you can, maybe you're just there. And it's like you get to move in a new way. You get to have a new life. It's also about intimacy and all things sex. It could be your sexuality, it could be the actual act of sex. And so these things are topics that could be up for you. Maybe you've been like, I don't have enough intimacy in my life. I don't have enough sex in my life. And you've just been like, we got to get this worked out. We got to work it out. You could have had a high sex drive, also Sagittarius, during this time. Um and it'll ramp up. If maybe it took your sex drive away a little bit, and then it's going to ramp up with Mars moving forward. Now, another thing too, this is a money house. 8th house is a money house. So it can have you focused on shared resources between you and your partner, you and your business partner, you and other people. Maybe you wanted to apply for a grant or um, a scholarship, even a loan. Maybe you want to pay off debt. That's something else that could be coming up. It could have you focused on your taxes. It could have you focused on inheritance, topics around inheritance. But these are all things that you've kind of just like been thinking about. Maybe you're not making forward progress, but with Mars moving direct, you'll feel like, okay, I'm making progress here. I can do this. So this is not a fun house. It's a house of chaos. Maybe there's felt like a lot of chaos and turmoil. And Mars is retrograde, so it felt like you didn't even really have a whole lot of control over it. uh it and it's inner, it's a lot of internal chaos. But this is the house of going deep. This is your opportunity to go deep. Maybe you've been able to do some deep research or something like that. So Mars moving forward will probably feel very good for all of the Sages. Okay. um and with it interacting with all the signs in Pisces, I think with it moving direct, you'll start feeling better on the inside, okay, if you've been struggling. Okay, next is Capricorn. Let me see. I see some comments here. I don't dream at all typically because of my medications, and I dreamed very intense message dream the other night. I won't ever forget. Oh my gosh, I get that. I love this part of my weekly routine. Oh, I'm grateful for you too, Carrie. How are you? I heard it's cold over there. Ooh. I talked to someone who lives in Iowa. I was like, dang, that is cold. Scorpio is about the higher learning. We need to get together with Sagittarius and just build a giant library for the planet. I always love your vision. I love that. Okay, I thought you were Sag. I thought you were Sag. Yeah. Oh, this has been an interesting one for you. Very interesting. Okay. Okay, so Capricorn, this is happening in oh wow, Capricorn. You're one of the signs where this Mars retrograde, it gave you a run for the money. I'm assuming it gave Capricorns. Come on, tell me, TJ, did it give you a run for the money? She has a they have a Capricorn stellium. So yeah, Cancer is the house that has to do with relationships. I thought so, yeah. Has to do with relationships. And this has you all focused on relationships. Like Capricorn is like, I'm looking at all these relationships. Everybody is on the chopping block because Mars has a machete. Mars is like, or Capricorn is like, let's see who's gonna stay and who's gonna go. Or we need to sit down and have a talk. We need to reboot this relationship. Something isn't quite right. It could be with a partner, one-to-one relationships in general. And maybe Capricorn, you help a lot of people. And maybe you're kind of like, no, who's focused on me? Every time I turn around, I'm taking care of everybody else. Who's focused on me? So it's definitely these topics of you looking at other people. But see, this is the thing, Capricorn. It's kind of getting you to look at moving forward. How are you going to be collaborating with people? What is it that you need to do to work with people? We pulled, what was it, the 4 baskets that said sometimes you need to get help from people. Capricorn can't stand asking for help. It is a sign of weakness to Capricorn. Never let them see you weak. But maybe you need to let more people help you, Capricorn. That might be one of the things that you've really been thinking about with this. Let's see here. Definitely, this is bringing up social topics, relationships with other people. Pisces is your third house. So I think for you, Capricorn, with Mars moving direct, maybe you now have clarity. Maybe there's like something you need to be courageous about when it comes to your relationships. You need to speak up because Capricorn is an enduring type of energy. It's like, I will just take it and just do it. And, it's like, it's like a suffering type of sign and energy. And so it's kind of like, no, don't suffer and endure. You need to be courageous enough and tell everybody, pull your own doggone weight. I'm gonna pull my weight, you pull your weight, right? Or maybe you've just been isolated a little bit. Capricorn is always working, focused on success. And it's like, maybe you need to just go hang out with some friends. Go be more social, right? And you're gonna do that with all of this. But I think it could also help you, moving direct. It will help you in business or if you're writing things, and it can really help you make some money, I think, but using your skills. Okay. Okay. So let me see here. Next is Aquarius. Where are my Aquariuses? Huh? Aw. That's right. You're not selfish for basic needs. No, ma'am. No. And I'm finally standing on my own 2 feet. Love it. And they'll th- w- without calling all the selfish folk. Yes. Without those selfish calling. Yes. I love it. Learning a lot about yourself. Very good, TJ. Focused on rest, healing, and my present and future. Ashe. Oh. So with Mars going direct. Woo. You're going to be on fire. All right, spiritual goddess. We got an Aquarius in the house. I know Morgan is an Aquarius also, or Mystic Storm is an Aquarius. Okay, so for Aquarius, interestingly, this is happening in your sixth house. So this is, again, one of those houses. I'll call it a practical house. It's not super fun, but it is super practical. And, you mentioned Crystal. I'm sorry. You said Crystal. Your drink was Crystal. No, I'm like, no, I think it's Christina. I'm gonna go back up here now. Yes, Christina. You mentioning this crystal drink today. My mind went crazy. Okay. You mentioned you and your husband have been working on taking in less sugar. That is definitely something that could be happening for Aquarius, is focusing on health and wellness. And with it moving direct, it's kind of like you have more energy to do it, more drive, more passion. It's kind of like you're kind of getting into the habit of it. And now you're just going to really be moving forward. If anybody needs to focus on habits, I don't remember which card it was. I think it was the death card, breaking out of habits. That would be Aquarius. Get out of these bad habits. Maybe during this retrograde time, Aquarius is kind of seeing where they've had bad habits, and just, it's like you're just on automaton doing things. And Mars is like, no, you need to be deliberate. Is this working? Because it's like this house where you can fix things. Is this working or is this not working? And so it's going to be asking you to, like, hey, we need things to work here. So let's look at what we're doing, and we need to fix this. It could have you looking at your problems, but moving direct, it's like you're ready. Mars in the sixth house. This is the sixth house in this particular chart. So Mars over in the sixth house for Aquarius, it will have you, it is excellent for being there, because it's like, we're going to do this. We're brave. We're courageous. It's like driven. Let's get it done. Mars is like, I love a good problem. Let's tackle it, right? It's like, let's go all in. This is also about working in your workplace and having systems and being efficient. So that could be something else that some of the Aquariuses are working on. Maybe some of the Aquariuses are going to get a new job with um, Mars moving direct, or it's like maybe things will just get a little bit better. Things have been kind of like in disarray at the workplace, and things are going to get better as a result of Mars now going direct. So yeah, it's all about the practical with that. We got our Aquarius is in the house. I love Aquarius because it's very tech and communal based. I get along very well with them. Yeah, Aquariuses are so fun. What is I need to clean my house. That was my a cleaning break. Ah. Leaving the toxic vampire friendship. It's time. It's in the stars. Yes. I've been very focused on refining my systems and routines. It's just going to get better with Mars being direct. Mars is like, all right, y'all, let's go. Mars is like that coach. Okay, certainly last but not least is Pisces. So for you, Pisces, this is happening in your fifth house, which is freaking amazing. If Sagittarius, Scorpios are still listening, Mars in that ninth house could bring good fortune. I didn't say that. That's a lucky house. And the fifth house for the Pisces is a house of good luck. All right. So yeah, you could have felt like things just aren't really going your way right now, Pisces. And then with Mars moving direct, it's kind of like, oh my gosh. I'm just having so much good luck. And it's combining with your first house too. It's like good luck moving, that's taking you in a whole new direction, or you have this vision for your life, and this good fortune, this good luck comes through, and it's going to help to accelerate this new direction that you have for your life, or it's going to help to accelerate the changes that you're making in your health, your well-being, your body, your appearance, or something like that. This is also about children. So it could be you've been focused on something around children, and now with it moving direct, whatever this focus is, it's going to get some momentum, it's going to get some action there or whatever. Um, and Yeah, I think it'll be a good thing. This is also a house that has to do with hobbies. So maybe you have gotten more into working on a hobby, getting back to a hobby that you once had and had left. And now you're like, no, I need to do this. Oh, also about having more fun. Maybe some of the Pisces haven't been having fun. And Mars being there, it's kind of like you just keep getting this message around. You're not having fun. You're not having fun. You need to have more fun. Where did you have fun today? And so now with Mars moving direct, you kind of have fun built in and you're going to have more fun. It's around dating and romance. So it could have been bringing up those topics in retrograde, and now moving forward, it's kind of like you maybe you kind of felt like it wasn't there, or it's been a little bit low, and now moving forward, you'll see opportunities for dating maybe, or you'll see, the romance heightens if you're already in a relationship. It's also a house that has to do with, like, if you have your own business, this Mars could be really helping you with your business. So, yeah, definitely. Maybe getting more focus around creativity. This is a very creative house, so maybe you needed to get yourself together about, like, how can I be like, what is it that I want to do within my business? And a lot of it is like channeling what's special about you, your gifts, your talents, and just what is it that needs to happen in order to get that out there like that. And I can say that is something I have been definitely focused on, and it's like, stay focused on what you're good at. Don't try to do anything else, Tyra. Readings, astrology, readings, astrology. It's why y'all see me showing up doing so many readings in astrology, because Mars has been in my 5th house, and it's like, I need you to do what you came here to do. So now moving forward, it's like, okay, I got that clarity. I'm going to, continue to show up. It's about passion. So maybe some of the Pisces kind of felt like they had lost their passion. And this Mars retrograde was like, I need you to get more in tune with your passion. And now with Mars moving direct, it's like, my passion is back. I feel good. I feel excited and I'm ready to go. It could be helping you with a creative project also. Actually, I noticed that about Morgan. Morgan has started doing more. I'm saying Morgan, Mystic, sorry. Mystic Storm has been doing more on her channel in a new way, actually. Still sharing wisdom, but in a new way. So, and I know she's a Pisces. So this could be helpful to Pisces. And it's just going to be with Mars moving direct. Now it depends on where your planets are in Pisces. I just so happen to have my sun, SUN, at a later degree in Pisces. So it's going to really help me. If you have planets 14 degrees or earlier, you'll still experience this, but maybe not with the level of intensity for everyone who's like 15 degrees, planets at 15 degrees and later in Pisces. This has been a great retrograde for us. Yeah, and it'll feel amazing with Mars moving forward. So y'all got to see a lot of which I know a lot of y'all have seen me do this, but you get to see what's in my membership. And I didn't do it for this reason. I just was like, okay, Spirit, Great Mother, what do I need to talk about today? And I was given this, but this is what I share inside of my membership. So I would love it if if you all would consider joining my membership. I'm starting to get more prospects with my Pisces moon. I'm here for it. I need to have more fun besides fun. I've been working hard. Yes, very important. Okay, you take care. Wishing you all the best. Thank you for stitching out with community. Good. I'm glad that you're looking at Mystic's videos. Yes, starting to find your groove in this new way of showing up and sharing wisdom. Very good. I was thinking this morning that um I was on YouTube starting in 2011 making videos, and I really didn't start taking off until 2019. I think I had maybe 1,000 in 2019. And then I started growing it. It was like I got to 2,000, and then in 2020 is when I got to 5K, and then I just stalled out. I kind of lost my vision. It's like you learn how to do business building, but for me as as a spiritpreneur, um, I can't just do business like people who are doing business with other business owners. I just can't. Um, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna be sending this out. I'm gonna pull this up real quick. It's in Canva. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I want to show y'all something just in case I have other people here uh, who would like to attend this. I'm going to be a part of the Business Magic Summit. And, the reason I'm thinking about it is because of what I'm saying. I know I have people here who want their own business. We cannot do business like everybody else. We just cannot do it. And so I love being a part of that particular be a part of that. I'm gonna put it in my email list, so my newsletter, so you'll see it there. And I wanted to show y'all one other thing because I talked to y'all about me having a circle. Again, I haven't been doing the best job, even though I love business. I haven't been doing the best job at marketing. It feels a little hard for me right now. So maybe with Mars going direct, I'll feel a little bit better, is how I'll say it, because I haven't emotionally, I have really felt off. What are your takeaways from Mars? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, let me see if I can share this window because I've never shared like this before. Oh, okay. Uh, yes, you can see it. Okay. So February, 6:30. I thought it was 6:30, but I wasn't quite sure. So I would love it if y'all would join me in my new moon circle. I'm doing my first new moon circle just for me in this community. I did a circle last month in Charkra, my belly dance studio. But this one is Pisces new moon. The one in Charkra, I don't talk astrology and stuff like that. So I was like, I gotta do my own circles. Because I feel I don't know. I need astrology. But this is the Pisces new moon circle. So I hope that y'all join me there. And I will put this here. Thank you, Jasmina. So I'm gonna show y'all where to go. As spiritpreneurs, we really do have to work a little or a lot differently. It's something that I have just accepted. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I'm not focused on people who have a business, and you have to approach this with, to me, just a whole different way of doing it. So this is the page to the link that I gave y'all to register. I wasn't able to create a separate sales page. I haven't been able to do it. So you can just save your spot here for the new moon retreat. You can reserve it there, and then I'll send you a confirmation and let you know I got it. So yeah, I would love it if y'all join me in the new moon circle. Let me see here. What else do I want to tell y'all? I did enjoy doing the reading last week. Oh, I got to do another reading. I did a live reading on Monday. I was so happy Latanya showed up because I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna show up. We did kinda look at Beyonce's because initially nobody had, booked a reading for me to look at their chart live, and, I'm yeah, we need to be kinda keeping our eye on Beyonce, but anywho, Latanya, thank you for letting me look at your chart. That was a lot of fun, and let's do a reading before we leave out. I ain't gonna lie, I need some light and love. Please let it be light and love. Woo, okay, I think that one. I'm pulling from my Mythical Goddess Tarot deck. Take care, spiritual goddess. Thank you for being here. Awesome. Ooh, okay. I'll look at her chart. I've been trying to figure out whose chart to look at, so I'll look at Wendy Williams' chart. And again, I don't want to just be nosy, but sometimes it's helpful to see how astrology can help us. So yeah, I'm gonna look at her chart. Um, and we can give her advice. If they show up, they'll get some advice from me. Okay, so first card I pulled is Kuan Yin, the Empress. And I love this card because it's all about feminine leadership, and it's more of a soft and gentle way. Kind of like less is more. The 3. It says beautiful Kuan Yin, gently yet powerfully. I know I like putting this up here. Beautiful Kuan Yin, gently yet powerfully invites you to open to the pure stream of love and compassion that is always available. So this is awesome. We have Kuan Yin coming in for the support around all of this releasing and shedding. Okay. So we need to be compassionate. We need to have love, self compassion, and offer it to other people. Her invitation is to yield your heart fully that you may receive her blessing and in return bless others. The beauty of her soft, pervasive essence reminds you that sometimes passive power is called for and to offer mercy and gentleness to those in your life. She exemplifies the feminine principle and the effectiveness of subtle power. So I really love that. I really do. And for me, this is the Venus sign. She represents Venus. So subtle power to me is definitely being connected, guided, directed, knowing that we're always connected to uh, this higher power, I guess you could say. So also integrity is the next card that I pulled. It's a fire card. So I guess fire said, I'm speaking up today. Y'all trying to focus on all this water. So this is the sun and moon in Sagittarius is what it symbolizes. So integrity. The fiery rainbow goddess is here to celebrate the integrity that you now own in this life. Integrity is everything, y'all. It is about being congruent. So go out in the world and have your body, your mind, your spirit all in one. All right. If you're not operating from integrity, then just take a moment and pause and get yourself all lined up. Okay. Aspects of your essence that have long laid dormant are now surfacing for full expression. Dominant personality traits are falling away as your being integrates the source of who you are. Now, this is where we're headed with all this shedding, I see. You are now on the path of communion and wholeness so that you may live in integrity and cohesive power in all that you do. So there's definitely this theme around standing in your power. And this comes from being in integrity. So make your nose be aligned with your nose. Make your yeses yeses. Be aligned with your yeses. All right. Integrity. And I love this last one. It is the community card, which is what we are all about here. I love this so, so much. It's an earth card. So it says here, your lessons learned from material gain are now to be shared in community with others. This is the time for wholeness, healing, and enrichment. From individual success comes unity, bringing new vision and goals that enrich the entire community. So it's all about how do you be successful and how that success positively impacts the community. All right. Oh, okay. Woo, I needed that. I know I'm petty. I know. I know I'm not petty, but I like saying that. It's like, I want a positive reading, even though I've been doing this for over 20 years. So, thank y'all so much for being here today. This has been awesome. And I hope that you join me in the circle. I would love that. We're going to have a nourishing time because it's Pisces. I will be also uploading to my Soul Alchemy membership, and that link should be in the description box. The new moon video that I always make for the new moon, and download that book. I created an ebook that helps you to navigate 2025. If you haven't, the link is in the description box, so you can get that. It's like a guide. It's not like a guide. It is a guide to navigating 2025 and beyond. So be sure to use that. Everything that I put in there is designed to help to support you in your journey. May the blessings of the mother be upon you and yours now and always. And what are you stitching out with? I'm stitching out with, I'm going to say, clarity and so much love for you all. What are you stitching out with? Thank you. That's the Akita may just be, she knows. I tell her all the time, help your sister out. I'm stitching us out. Yes, please hit the like button. It helps so much. Thank you. Wishing you a wonderful day. Stitching out with clarity and community. Much love to you. Yes, much love to the G-Hive. Woo. We'll do this one. I like this one. All right, ladies, Sistars, fam. Thank y'all. We're all filled up and ready to go back out into life and the world and do whatever it is that we have on our to-do list or in our healing, whatever. Video loved. Oh, thank you. Stitching out with communal contentment. You're so good with your words. Much love. Thank you. All right. Y'all take care. Remember, you are a goddess. Body, mind, and spirit. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Wonderful rest of your week. We'll be back here next Wednesday. Goddess willing. All right. Hey.